Alright, welcome back. The big news since yesterday is the Steam store page is now live. So if we go to Kitty Found a Camera on all your websites, simply look it up on your DuckDuckGo. It doesn't actually come up as this first result on Google, but it does come up as the first result on DuckDuckGo, and that's what really matters. Now it's officially on Steam, and I'm excited. And I've also decided I'm going to participate, I think, in the June Steam Next Fest, and so that means that the main things I have to do are cordon off an area for a demo, and then make the demo area. And I think what I'll do, first off, is cordon off that area, decide where I'm going to have that. Because, yeah, I'm already committed to it. Well, they say that you can basically just cancel at the last minute, because I could, I could join and submit my game before I actually have the demo build released. And so, we'll hope that, what have you. I have it done, basically. Wait, what? What happened? Detergent.blend. Product detergents.blend. That's concerning. Why are none of these here? What? Okay, nothing's wrong there. Maybe Blender just didn't feel like opening up correctly? Because I don't want my I don't want... One library and 3 linked data blocks are missing. Okay, so it seems to be not terrible, except for the fact that, Okay, Blender file, libraries... I guess I can just delete that one. Okay, fair enough. I actually did delete that. And everything else. So it seems like the 50 billion other files that it said were missing are not missing. For some reason now. Okay, so this is now going to be... not a fridge there. That's going to be kitchen fridge 1. And this isn't even in the demo area, so I don't need to bother with it. Oh. Interesting. Great. How do I fix this now? Okay. There we go. Back to normal. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to click that. But okay. So I'm just going to start with a boundary now. So demo, borders, collision. So I'm thinking the church will be out of bounds. Let's see. Probably like there. And how many demo borders do I want? Because, yeah, this is going to be one of them. And then the other one is going to be, I think, from the bear... Or you can't get past the bears in the demo, and then you can't go past the bridge in the demo. And also... Oh, I see. We still have that blocker there. And there's going to be demo borders, too. And yeah, it'll just go across the river. And yeah, right about there. Oh, wait. Yeah. That should also be there. So that way, if you somehow get into here and talk to the doctor, that area is still off limits with the demo. But okay. Is this a reasonable demo? Or is this too much of the game? I guess it's fine. Well, do I want to make, like, half the game in a month? Because well, I'll just think about it. I think this is a good start. Okay, but let's do, UV editor. We'll have to see how much this can be, like, let's see, hang on. I'm gonna go to paint. No, let's go to Krita. Because what I want now is... Where's our construction? It used to be that there is, like, a shader for, like, our boundaries. And I'm not sure if that even exists anymore. Moon... Standard... Stained window... Huh... Where was it? It was something like a border. Since UV mirrored filter, because I forget if I deleted that shader. It would be unfortunate if I did. Well, actually, it's not that bad, because I can just go to, if we go to Sublime. Let's see. Ends of errors. Where is that? Alright, it's this one. Take your time, kiddo. No, Sublime Text is what I'm looking for. Or, Sublime Text is the thing that's taking its time. There we go. It's because it didn't respect pressing the Enter button in here. So I did that. And then I was pressing Enter, but it didn't enter. And I was mad. Okay, so if we go to Material, I think... There should be a demo boundary shader. Wait, what? So now do I have to figure out where the fucking demo shader is? Why is it not in here with this stuff? Is it in debug? No? Okay, hang on. Let's just go back to... Oh, wait, no. Project... No, I need to go to at the ends of eras. The project. And then I need to figure out where the hell this shader is, and figure out why it's not just called demo boundary.gd shader or whatever it should be called. Take your time, kiddo. Demo... Okay. Well, first of all, why is that not in here then, if this is... There we go. So now it's in material debug demo border. Oh wait, no, but this is the wrong one. Yeah, it's called demo fence. Where the hell's demo fence? Diegetic UI, go fuck yourself past me. What the hell am I doing? Oh wait, I put that in the wrong place because whatever. Okay. Now we have that, and we have this here. Because yeah, basically, if we go look at this thing, we got player position, world time. Yeah, I'll just copy that. Go back to the other thing. Wait, no, we don't need that there. Okay, let's look for, it'd probably be under... What do I want to put it under? Environment material, I think? Environment textures? Or do I have environment shaders? I see. These should be here. And then these are add-ons and these are UI. So we can ignore those. But we should not ignore that. Okay. Now what do I need? I need to save this. And then we go back to here. And Godot will take its sweet time as usual. Someday I should figure out how to make it take less time. Because, like, why does it take 50,000 years to import this file? Because now it's not even, like, it has substantially fewer entities, because a lot of these are actually just references to other scenes. Like, this is just a reference to a different scene. Is this whole thing? No. But this is... So yeah, I think it's... More and more of these are just, like, external scenes that are being referred to. So I don't know, is it just the trees? Is that what takes a long time? And then it takes 50,000 years to actually load it up. Yeah, because I can't imagine that it's really that complicated. Because, like, most of these, for example, are all, like, references to the same mesh, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So it's like one instance of one mesh. I think it's because when Blender exports to Godot, it doesn't do that. Like, Godot has no concept of references to meshes. It imports each of these as a separate mesh, so I have to manually deduplicate them. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, wait, no, but these are references to scenes as well. Like, it shouldn't even acknowledge the actual, like, mesh. Because, yeah, if it has this name, it doesn't matter that this is not actually a reference to a scene. It should just load the copy of the scene. But oh well. Let's ignore that for now. I'm going to add Shader material. I'm gonna make it unique as well. And then we'll add the shader. Okay, where the heck are shaders? Are they here? Okay, so there's gonna be demo border. Okay. So where's our shader globals? Okay, we have the same ones. And probably because I used this exact same shader before. But okay. So what I want is probably... Let's do... that. Demo. Oh, wait, no. Okay, let's have, let's do, like, orange here. Demo. Okay. How do we make it so that, Actually, I have a good idea. Just make this smaller. Because for some reason, the sizing is, like, extremely inconsistent. Like, how is this a size 6-point font? You know, like, if we did, like, 3... Because it clearly is taking, like, 1 billion pixels. Let's do 4. Not 48. God. I don't understand it. It feels like... Ah, well, whatever. And the kerning is all fucked up. Wait, why is... Look at the kerning on this. The DE are like 50,000 miles apart, and then MO space DE. Or like, yeah, D space, yeah. And then the MO are like, yeah, right next to each other. Okay, so this UI is just... This thing's just fucked up. What if we did... True no? It's the same kerning. It has the same fucked up kerning. Hang on. I think there's just something wrong with, let's just do 256. And see if I can get the kerning to actually work. Oh yeah, but now it's gonna say that this is 5-point font now. Because it has to, because there's some fucked up math there. Okay. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. 256 by 128. And we'll probably need to do this again, because it'll take more effort. Yeah, because now it's... Alright. Demo, demo. You can still see the kerning is all fucked up. Why is it like that? Because in here... You don't see that, where, like, the D and the E are, like, 50,000 miles apart. And then the M and the O are 50,000 miles apart. And it seems like it's... So if we go to here, for example... Okay. At the very least, This one is like correct. So, oh wait, no, we're still seeing the same issues though, of like the M and the O are like dramatically further apart than in the text here. I think what I need to do is I need to go to Paint, because it at least has some like half decent text editing. Alright, but we need to have it here, because it doesn't have the concept of, like, layered text. Demo. Yeah, because you can see here, the text is actually, like... Well, I don't know, it's not much better. Let's go to something nice. Maybe let's do input sans... Yeah, I think compressed... It feels like the kerning is just wrong. Am I just going insane? Why is the D and the E so far apart? I think if they don't start behaving themselves, I'm just gonna have to, like, And you can see here that that size 36 font is actually, like... Like, if we copy this... Oh, right, but it's going to be that, so if we did that... why is this, Hang on. Okay. Demo. Okay. Now it's a little bit better. There we go. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make this a little bit of... I'm going to make it this color, but like... Actually, more like that color. This is going to be an additive blend on top of it. But okay. And then, let's add a layer style. Or no, let's layer style this. I'm going to do a drop shadow. And it's going to be like 3 pixels or something. Wait, no. No distance. Okay. Does this actually work? Let's test by making this brighter. Okay, good. It does kind of work. Okay, basically this is meant to... Yeah, I think that's actually fine. I think this is going to be an additive blend. What was I saving last? Oh yeah, store page stuff. Okay, project. I'm gonna say environment. Let's just make a new thing. Demo border. Demo border. And then border PNG. So now what I can do... There we are. Take your time, kiddo. And as I've said before, like, we've measured it before, where it'll sometimes just take less than a second to save, and sometimes it'll take like 40 seconds. Oh wait, save as. I still don't know if there's any benefit to saving them as the binary format, or if they're automatically converted, and I'm just wasting my time. But oh well. Alright, I forgot. Even though they've simplified the group system so that you can just click a checkbox, you still can't edit groups on multiple nodes at the same time. I love Godot. But okay. Now that I'm happy, let's see the game working. Oh yeah, I should also have the demo borders not in the, basically I should adhere to the same rules that I've been adhering to. I'm trying to think. Oh, well, what the fuck? Why did that not work? Albedo? Why is the albedo to this when I could do white? Actually, what is this thing, actually? Demo... So how does this thing work? Albedo equals albedo.rgb times brightness, and brightness is, the texture here, .r, which I don't want. Instead, what I'm going to do is actually just have, vec3 color equals texture, all this stuff. Oh, wait, I see. Hang on. Wait, I don't see. Where the fuck do the parentheses begin and end? So minus offset, 0, 1. I don't think we need this. I think we do vec3 color equals this dot RGB. And then we're going to do times color times offset. Or maybe this should be then, And then we'll actually, like, fix this up. Make it look good. But okay, offset equals clamp D divided by min distance divided by... So this goes from 0 to 1, I think. So as we get closer, this tends toward 0. Okay, let's see if this works. But yeah, now basically we can have multicolored demo borders. Oh wait, I don't think we'll even be able to see them from this side. Where's my car? Do I not have the car? I don't. Yeah, so one of the things I want to have soon is the better, more sound effects, because that was one thing that I got from the trailer, was, for example, the dialogue should have sound effects. And I made the camera have louder sound effects as well. Because I'm basically going to try to mix everything better. So, like, important sound effects are actually audible in the trailer, for example. But okay, let's actually, like... I did all that just to walk over here and test the border. Okay, there we go. So now it actually works. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the demo border a little bit bigger. So let's do, like, 10 or something. There we go. So that way, it's a little bit visible from here. Okay. And then what I can do... Actually, let's make sure that this area makes sense. Oh yeah, we should do something else. But okay, it's nice that we can get the car still. It will be funny when we go off this ramp. And then that happens. But okay. So now the next thing I need is this one. What do I want to do? Unwrap angle based. And you know what? Just so I can see what the heck is happening here. Okay. Dissolve. Edges. And actually, what if we just... image texture somewhere. Environment, demo border. There we go. So now we can make sure that this actually makes sense. So we can do like... okay. Perfect. And then here we'll do the same thing. I didn't actually name this material. Okay. And so that goes this way, and we can see all that stuff. And I did get... what is this text message? Something important? State Farm. Didn't I pay my insurance? Pretty sure I did. But okay. Now we have our little border working. So let's actually put that in here as like... oh yeah, cordon off incomplete areas. And I think eventually I'll also have... I'll decide, like, for example, maybe like one of the houses doesn't get done or something like that. In fact, I'm probably going to cordon off the doctor's house as off limits in the demo, maybe. I think that'd be fair. Well, but then what would you actually be able to do? Well, yeah, I won't decide that yet. Basically. So yeah, let's go from most to least important in terms of houses. I think it's going to be the Weston house is the most important. And then Bill's house. And then I think the empty house is actually done. Well, I might do something with it. Yeah, let's think about locations that I want to have be better. And activities that I want to have. So yeah, locations. So yeah, most important, Weston House. So yeah, like the games with Apollo. Activities in the house. And then we'd have Bill's house. So, climbing on the sculpture. Oh wait, no. I guess just, decor. Fun stuff. Carlson house. Doctor's house. I'm gonna say the junkyard is actually more important than those two, though. Because, yeah, I want the junkyard to look done. And that'll be more important than that. And then this area is good enough. And then the graveyard and this stuff. I think there's not a lot to do without Linda here, but we could still have it. Oh, especially because I want to have the old man at the grave. And then you can go down into here. So I do need a little bit of this area here. So that will be, I'd say, more important than the junkyard even. Underground. So let's say graveyard tunnels. Because yeah, I want this to be something cool that you can take photos of. Oh, and then I had some ideas for activities. Sprinklers with rainbows. Basically, like, sprinklers will turn on at certain times of the day, and then if you get the light just right, you get rainbows through them. I think that'd be nice, just from, like, an aesthetic perspective, but also from a, hang on, I'm gonna turn the music down. It'd be nice from a aesthetic perspective, but also just nice from, like, here's some cool gameplay. Well, let's see. I'm fiddling with stuff on this other monitor now, but okay. So I guess we kind of gotta start diving into it. Like, what do I want for the Weston house? What is an acceptable amount of detail? Oh, right. I need to actually, like, husband, been gone for weeks. Okay. Yeah, so we need something fancy. Yeah, so I want the player to be able to do something. Oh, I think I know what would be really funny. To have that chest be cordoned off by demo borders. That'd be funny. Hang on. I want to go do that. The chest doesn't even do anything. But okay, if we go to cave scene. I think it's right here. I'm realizing I didn't actually put it in here, but... Demo... The environment demo border. So this will be demo border collision. And then we'll just mark this. Actually, I'll mark this right here. Mark seams there. And then what I can do... Follow active quads. There it is. There we are. Oh wait, and then we need to actually have this do like probably that. And then even that. Yeah, what if I just have like extremely arbitrary restrictions? Like, the bathroom is demo only or something in some random house or whatever. Actually, that'd be really funny. To have just, like, random things. Okay, I'm gonna say that. So yeah, we got the treasure chest demoed off. I'm thinking, like, the soccer goal. Oh yeah, that's one of the things that I want, actually, is maybe the cutscene for getting the goal all the way across. Or like a junkyard soccer goal. Big cutscene. If you get there. Okay. I should also think of like a detailed timeline for how long I want to spend on each of these. Because I think we basically need to break it down, I think, day by day. Like, for this house, for example. Maybe we would have, like, the garage and the kitchen, or maybe, like, the bottom floor would be one day. And we'd have, like, each floor of the house is a day each. And that would be quite an ordeal, because I don't actually know, because there's so much furniture I'd have to make. Well, I guess I don't have to make it perfect. Yeah, I think at least, like, everything from the garage up to the living room could be done. Because, yeah, I've also rearranged the layout. I forget if I actually did this on stream, where I changed the layout of this so that this is no longer the dining room, and this is. Because now we can use this space for a living room, and this space could be used for something else. I don't know exactly how we want to lay this out. Because I think what I want is actually to add a bedroom down here or something like that. Because right now, there's not enough space up here for 3 bedrooms. Or at least 1 large bed, or 2 large bedrooms. Oh no, I guess there are 3 bedrooms. Yeah, because this is May's room. And this is the parents' room, I think. Yeah, because it has the master bathroom. And then that would mean that this, like, broom closet would be the boys' room, which would be too small. Where the fuck did the TV go? Oh, right, I hid it by default because I was tired of seeing it. Or because the light was breaking for other stuff. But yeah, I think this light can't be there. Too many lights. Like, the camera flash wasn't working when I was taking photos. But okay. Where the heck am I? Oh, yeah. Making the demo border here, which is really funny. Okay, go to the cave. But yeah, I'm even imagining things like, what if there's just like a soda can that you can't interact with because it's marked as demo only? I think, admittedly, the joke would be lost on a lot of players because they don't know that there's nothing important there. And this one, yeah, that'll be good. And let's just make that a back face. Okay. So anything that I would want to cordon off here otherwise? I mean, I could cordon off this area, because there's supposed to be eventually an NPC up there, but I don't want them here yet. Maybe more activities in the cave, that'd be fine. Because yeah, right now I think the game world is a little too big for the amount of content that's actually in it. And I'd like to fix that by adding more content. But I guess the car is fun enough. as like an alternative to making the game good. Yeah, I think I would be okay with cordoning off the... No, I literally just said that I want the old guy. But the actual underground area, the graveyard tunnels, I think are less important than the junkyard because I can just cordon them off in the demo. And if I make it a joke that, like, all the good stuff is cordoned off in the demo area, I think that would be funny. Like, what if I just cordon off the altar? Like, not for any particular reason. Oh, I guess it would indicate that the player shouldn't expect anything to happen here because they don't know the character yet. That'd be funny. That'd be a funny way of communicating that. Yeah, so I think cordoning off every little area, or the occasional area with these demo borders, that would be funny. Why didn't I just, like, scale the y-axis down on that texture? But okay. I think I'd have to make the cars in one day. So let's have common elements here. Art. Cars, because we'd have Mrs. Weston. And then junk cars. Unless I just cordon off the garage as another demo area. And this house. I think I like it as a, I think I like it being eerily empty. But we do probably need to make it look more deliberate. So I'm going to say... empty house. I'm going to say, like, blank picture frames. Actually, how many bedrooms are in here? Is it just one bedroom? No, because there's this room and then there's this... No, this is a bathroom. And this is a bedroom. And this is a closet. So, like, clearly we need more in here. I'm going to say a room here, probably. And then we'd have this... Oh, wait, no, this is the bedroom. Yeah. So, what would this whole space be? I guess I could have counters and fridges or something? Yeah, this feels like a big open plan. I'm going to say more interior walls. And I'm going to put that here. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly when I need the demo done. So I'm going to say... Because I think it's June... What day is the Steam Next Fest? The next Steam one? June 2026. June 15 to June 22nd. Okay. So what we need then is, I'm going to say by June 7th, I should have all this done. So let's put that here. Deadline, June 7th. Okay. And that means... Ooh, what does that mean? Let's drive around a bit more. I need to figure out what are the vital decorations. I want the security cameras on top of the mailbox and on top of the fence would be good. Locations. doctor's house. So we need at least, let's say, exterior. And exterior will be... I'll just actually... Let's say environment art. I'm dying. But okay. Cameras at the doctor's places. Maybe finish up the textures on this truck. Yeah, finish the textures on the truck. Textures. Bill's car. Textures. I think that'll be there. This will be there. Yeah, because we can get... The interiors are more important. Or, no. The exteriors are more important than the interiors. Because I think this backyard, for example, is more important than the inside of Bill's house. So let's say Bill's backyard. Because we have the lemon juice, or the lemonade. But yeah, I'd like more stuff there. I'd like the ability to get over to there. And then into the scientist's house would probably be good. Which means I think the doctor's house is more important than Bill's house. The backyard is important, though. And that means I think the empty house is probably up here. In fact, we can do that first, probably. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, though. Okay, back now. Alright, so if our deadline is June 7th, what do I want to have done? I think by the start of May, I would like all of the exterior stuff done, I think. So let's think about what that would actually entail. For example, would I want to have more stuff in the yards? A way to get into the house? Because yeah, I think the Weston house is vital. At the very least, no, yeah, actually the whole house is vital. Because yeah, I think I want to be able to get into the backyard. That'll be a source of fun. Do I want to have something here? I guess I'm fine with this little clearing here. Maybe we can put a little for sale sign. We can put a little, like, we can put a little, like, don't photograph the cone sign. Yeah, let's do some things. Exterior. Or, yeah. So yeah, that means we actually need not Fortnite. Trying to think. Oh yeah, the for sale sign. On empty lot. And then do not photograph road work. Because the cones get frightened by bright lights. And then, yeah, the junkyard would be important as well. Because yeah, I think it'd just be fun to have a junkyard to jump around in. And, like, take photos of stuff. Okay. Let's try and break this down in a very detailed way, then. Because, yeah, I think this categorization is not quite right. Let's just go daily tasks. Or let's say, like, timeline? Week 1. So yeah, what are the most important things that I can do in the game to make it complete? I think the highest priority is the Weston house. So I'll say Weston house. Or let's just actually... Let's not even break it down by, like, break it down that detailed. Like, the absolute bare essentials to make this complete is, let's say finish the stairs. And then if we go the other way, we don't really need the car yet, because we could just cordon off the garage. And then we'd need to finish the TV. Or finish TV table. Table. Not Fortnite. So can that all be done in one day? I think that is a perfectly reasonable amount of work for one day. And we can also have these even be... I was going to tag these. I don't care. So what would we do on day 2? So once we have those done, what is our next major priority? I think that would be sound effect for scoring a goal, and then NPC talk sounds. So yeah, because the NPCs need little blips as their dialogue rolls out. And then we probably need some sort of other audio mixing. And for now, I'm going to keep... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the amount of tasks per day small. And then as we run out of time, I'll figure out... Actually, let's figure out what day exactly all of this work is going to have to be. So let's say April 22nd. Yeah, let's have this actually just not even be organized by days and weeks and stuff. We're just going to delete that. April 23rd, 24th, 25th, and then we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday I hang out, so it'd be April 29th. 30... Is April... Okay, April is a 30-day month. May 1st. Do I have... Oh, I can't even click here to view the calendar. Yeah, May 1st, May 2nd. So yeah, May 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so after May 9th, another 4 days or whatever. So then we do 13 through 16. And then at some point I need to redo the trailer, and I think that'll be right before I do the Next Fest. So that'd probably be like June 1st or something like that. You know, someday. And I may also even want to have the demo publicly available before Next Fest by like a few days, so that way I can get feedback from a smaller group of people. And then I can see like what issues we have. But okay, do I want to... I think, I'll move not Fortnite to here, just because I'm going to be doing a lot of planning today. In fact, I might not even... Well, the TV table and finishing the stairs. That's going to be like a half hour of work. But okay, so... What are the rest of the days of the month? Let's just go up to, like, the end of May. So yeah, we go 16th, we go 20th. 20... 21... 22... 23... May 27, is that the right day? No, I completely bungled this, actually. No, I didn't. No, I was right. Okay. I was looking at April. Okay, and then we go to 20, or 30th. Okay, and I think once we've gotten to May, I should kind of lock in the features that we have. And then in June, I should start releasing demo, or I should either release a demo, release a trailer, stuff like that. Let's do that in like May, or like June. Redo trailer, release demo, feedback, fix things. Okay. So it'll be good to have this here, because this will mean that, like, if you have a day-by-day schedule of tasks that you want to do that day, it's a lot harder to be like, well, I got most of my stuff done, so I'll push it to tomorrow. Because it's like, oh, I did not meet my target. I have not gotten it done. Yeah, that feels good. Okay. the next things that we want. We should probably theme our days around certain things as well to make it easier to like parallelize or like batch work. So does this car need any more texture? I think a little bit more. Not as much as this one needs more textures. So I think what I could do is I could do the signs on this day. So yeah, we basically do for sale, sign, don't photograph, cones, sign, old car, texture, truck, texture, doctors, cameras. Let's see, anything else that I think would be reasonable that day? I think the empty portraits, or empty house, blank portraits in. Oh yeah, empty house, internal walls, blank portraits. And then, what are the things that are most important? So once we're in here, I should probably do the living room. We got a lot of stuff in here, actually. But okay. Weston house. Living room. I'll say that'd be a whole day, probably, because we need to have, like, a layout, furniture. So, for example, is there a downstairs bedroom? Because, yeah, one of these should be a bathroom, one of these should be... I think it should probably just be bathroom, laundry room. And then, I need to figure out what to do with this enormous amount of space, though. Because what I could do is... well, I don't want to expand this out and then make something here. Yeah, if we could take basically these two areas, like where the stairs are and where this bathroom is, turn this into one bedroom. Turn this into the stairway up. Convert part of this into the heater, you know, the washer dryer water heater. But that wouldn't really sit right with me. I think it does make more sense for all the bedrooms to be up here. I think I just need to reconsider how I've spaced them out. And I know we don't need maze room at all, so I won't do that. So we'll have Weston house, boys room. No, let's do bathrooms. I think actually we can do that on the 25th, maybe? Because I think the boys' room is going to take like a week. And then the parents' room I can probably ignore for the time being. No, the bathrooms are just less important, though. In fact, yeah, all of these rooms are less important. Because, yeah, this is the main focus, because we can just we can make the rest of the rooms demo as well. So yeah, maybe more stuff in the backyard then. So I'm thinking more decor, or let's say yard work instead. Sprinklers. I want to make sprinklers that look cool. And then I think junkyard cars. Because I want to have, you know, cool things to take photos of, and then we can have some simple textures. Junk wardrobe. We can just put some like wood on this or something. Yeah, because these are basically fine. Because I have kind of two main... I guess I have two mindsets with how I'm thinking about this demo. One is, how do I patch up any places that are blatantly incomplete so the player isn't like, oh, the game is just not done? Because it is not done. But it should be funny. It should have like the little demo thing when it's not done. We should probably have the water processing sign. Oh, and then actually, I think my next thing that I'd want to do... So yeah, once we have those basic things, yeah, we need to start thinking of more activities the player can do in this area. Because right now there's like 10 minutes of content. Because it's interesting because, like, even though this area is like a pretty significant portion of the game, a lot of the content is actually, it involves going over here and then coming back. And so I think what I'd want is things to ramp on for the car, maybe? That'd be fun. And I think maybe I'd like to figure out a character who can take photos of pets and do something with them. And then we can start adding more animals to the area. And I think that would be a good way to reward the player for whatever they're doing. Yeah, I think that'd be good. I should figure out where would be a good spot for somebody to take photos of, or for like a little shack or something like that. You know, maybe like over there. Maybe up here in the forest somewhere. Across from the fishing dock. I could put some stuff here. Yeah, I'm gonna say pet photos. Who wants them? So we're gonna say like design character. Place somewhere in the world. Maybe that'd be fine. Yeah, so I need to figure out a reward as well. I think maybe it'd actually be... I know what to do. First of all, track photoed pets. I think that'd actually be the main thing. Basically just have a place in the journal that shows you like your achievements or something. And then I should probably start adding more pets. Let's say 2 more pets. And I'll say even more 2 pets that day. But I'm trying to figure out... we could do Bill's shed. And then Weston Garage. And probably Weston Bathrooms. Because there's plenty of humor in bathrooms. And then, yeah, I think we gotta do boys' rooms. Well... No, I'm still mixed on that. I think we should do the doctor's house. Floor. So, like, relatively normal house. The fridge leads into the tunnels. Stairs. Cool lab. So I think we probably have to do then also like a finish up doctor's stuff. And then we should maybe even have like a... I think you can actually get all of the things to get the monster. I think... No, I don't think you can, actually. No, so we don't need that yet. Okay, I think... we can maybe start on Bill's house, then. Basic furniture. Bill's house. Books. And I think I want unique speech bubbles. For each character. I think that'd be good. And we need a lot more stuff here. So I'm going to say basic furniture. Because we will need more decorations for, like, clutter and stuff. I'm going to put that in here as well. Weston living room clutter. And probably that as well for, like, Bill's house of, like, clutter. And then maybe, like, doctor's house clutter. So yeah, I'm seeing pretty clearly that, Carly's house is going to be out of the demo. And that makes sense as well, because it's also a kind of darker subject matter, because basically her mom died, so I'm imagining what the house would look like in the aftermath of that, like messier because they're not cleaning up, or like just busy with funeral stuff because it's right after the funeral and before the like celebration of life. So okay. That's a thing that I can do right now. And then, oh yeah, we haven't even done anything with the interior area. So I'm going to put that in here as like graveyard tunnels. Basic layout. Because I'm thinking I want some sort of fun platforming. And then maybe like skull texture, like something like that. I haven't even... There we go. It's so slow. Oh wait, I can literally just I just realized I don't need that at all. We can just go to the Carlson house. Which is presumably in here under Carlson. So we're just going to put plane there. There we are. Okay, so we hide that. So it's UV Shift F10, I think. There we are. There we are. Demo border collision. Okay. Take your time, kiddo. Okay, so this makes my life easier cordoning this off. Border. Let's make sure that all this stuff is working. Yeah, the player can clearly see that there's nothing in the house, but I guess that's okay. I can start working on placeholder furniture if I get everything else done. Yeah, because I still need more fun activities. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert some brainstorming sessions into here. Yeah, brainstorm fun activities. So yeah, 2 more pets, bill shed, fun. Some kind of activity, let's say. And here as well, something to do in the garage. Okay. I think the rest of it is going to be to be decided. So, okay, let's go back to the Weston house. Don't we have, like, table, like, we have, like, 500 million materials? Table... because we have, like, all of these. So, like, surely I can make one of these work with it. Weston house. And actually, I might want to model... ah, well, whatever. Let's just go here. We're just going to add the... what am I looking for? Image texture, probably? I'm gonna do the duplex. And I'm just gonna have table TV. Okay. Does this feel about right? So we have that there. That feels basically good enough. Once it, you know, takes its time and activates. Okay. So that's done. And then, main thing today. You know, I think honestly I gave myself too little work for today. So what I'll do is I'll probably figure out more things that I need done. Because, yeah. I think I can delete everything except for the actual main platform here. In fact, vertices there. And vertices there. I'm going to mark this. I'm going to rename this to stairs block S body. And then my beautiful machinations will come alive. Wait, what the heck did I press a button? I did. Shift tab. Okay. So now that works there. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, I see, because the railing is a child of that. Okay. Can I get this fucking thing, please? Okay, there we are. Array. Okay. And these should merge. Okay, and then what if I get this? I think I can get this to just work here. That feels about right. Yeah, okay. That feels good. Now we got a second set of stairs, and we can do whatever we want with this little section. I can make it like a closet. Oh, we could put the hot water heater or something there. That'd be good. But okay, for now what I'm going to do, though, is just so stair, underside, S-body. Okay, let's try to get this exactly how it should be. That feel right? I think that feels right. Okay, and then I think we don't even need any of this. I think that means we just need the one polygon for our collision. Well, that wasn't as hard as I was thinking it was going to be. How long was that? Like 5 minutes to make that? Yeah. So I think, so Western Interior 1, what is the material for here? We can just make the floor the carpet, but I'm going to copy that. Yeah, because I think it'd be better to have the carpet 1 here. And then, like, remove that? Is that right? No, we do carpet 2. Yeah, because you can see here, copy that value. In fact, we can make this, copy that, paste it. And I'm going to make this even a little lighter. There we go. Because, yeah, what we can do now is we can get this carpet. I think that's what this is. Yeah. Place it on our stairs. And, interesting. Oh, I see. Probably because there's very specific scaling parameters for our different things. So, like, this matches the floor, but this does not. Because, yeah, okay. That makes sense. Well, I'm fine with that. Okay. Oh, wait, I was going to do something with this railing. Did I make sure to get that? No, I forgot to save that. Basically, the Weston house, is it the wall, maybe? I'll just do some noise. Hang on. We're going to need some triplaners. I think world? No, I think local. Okay. Noise. Are these all three the same? They are. But okay, I think this one, we basically make the walls a little bit purple. And we try to match the color that is already on the walls as best as we can. So I'm thinking a little more blue, a little bit darker, a little bit less saturated. Okay, that's about right. Okay. So now we're going to save this as Weston Rail 1. And that should be here. Upstairs. Let's just call it den. And actually, we can just call this noise white. And there we are. And now we have stairs that go up and down all beautifully. And we have a thing here that doesn't have anything because it needs this material, maybe? Yeah, I think it needs this one. No, let's just do noise. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll figure out something to do with this little area here. Because, yeah, this would be a good closet. In fact, I'm going to put that in my to-do list as something or other. I need to collect the, off-stream I need to collect a bunch of sound effects for the characters, because I think what I'm going to do is each character should have a unique voice. And I want to do that probably the Undertale method of just having one sound effect that's, like, then played for each character. Well, I do prefer, like, the multiple sound effects. Also, I'm going to do, let's lower it just slightly. Yeah, I need to get a photo of Mr. Weston to get into the house to check the stairs. And I guess that's not bad, because that can help me, like, play test and, like, figure out, for example, what else do I need in here? Is this cave dense enough? I think there is a lot of stuff to do, but it is quite bland looking still. You know? Well, I don't know. I think what I need is just better materials, more diverse materials, maybe. And I think I need a sound effect for this. Yeah, we need a sound effect for that. And that might actually be today. I'll put it later. Zipline sounds. So yeah, detaching. Land. Oh, we also need more car sounds. I need the sound of the wheels shifting. And I think that is actually a thing that I should do soon. Wheel slide or car sound. So like wheel sliding, wheel. Yeah, I think that's the main one right now. And I can do some others later. And I also might want to do something with the suspension, or like I need to readjust the sounds as well. Low speed collision sounds. Because, yeah, they're too quiet now. Okay, so let's just double check the stairs. Beautiful. They work how stairs work. I might also need to adjust how the camera works on stairs. Because you can see that the camera jitters a bit with them. Do I want to do that soon or later? I think I'll do that later. Let's put that as like May 23rd. Reduce jitter on or when walking upstairs. Oh yeah, we also need the ability to sit on the chairs here. Just shove it down the list. Oh wait, that can go there. Ability to sit in Weston upstairs furniture. Well, let's just say that. Okay. Oh yeah, we also need the ability... I think I need to do that soon as well. I need to readjust how the speech bubbles work, so that way they're not overlapping. Let's put that as... maybe here. Make speech bubbles not overlap with each other. Okay. And I do need to get the not Fortnite footage at some point. But also I'm going to turn down the heat in this room because it's getting hot. Okay. Also, I have that thing where I showered like an hour ago, and my head is just ever so slightly more moist than normal. And so my headphones get really uncomfortable. But okay. I think this area is fine. I like having this. We should maybe have little fridge... Okay, that's an important thing. Fridge door sound effects. Oh wait, door sound effects overall are really important. So those should probably be before some of this other stuff as well. We might actually want to do that today if we're doing all the other stuff, so like door sounds. So yeah, like normal, open, close, sliding, open, close, and then also fridge, open, close, running. I think that's fair. Okay. I'm gonna sit down. I wish I didn't have to mute when I changed sitting modes, because it's mostly pretty quiet, except sometimes it, like, groans really, really loudly. My standing desk, like, at the very end of, moving. But okay, so I think what I want is... I'm sure I have some sort of basic sound effect for, like, vibrating or, like, sliding. What did I use for the other game? My kitty cart game. We go here. I wonder if I actually had anything for this. A repo. Sounds should be somewhere in here, maybe? Maybe it's in characters? No, assets? No, we only had the pop sound effect in the engine. I think maybe this one has some sound effects that I could use. I want more of a gravel sound effect, though. Oh yeah, we also need, grass footsteps. Oh, where am I gonna record these? I think I just gotta go outside. Yeah, I think all my important things are sound effects, so I gotta go outside and just do it. I can't, Anything else I'd really want to do? No. I think the most important thing is making all the little sound effects, and that's gonna just take recording them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call it here, and I'm gonna get like a portable microphone maybe, or just get my regular microphone and just waddle around outside. But alright. Thanks for watching. It was a short stream, but I gotta do stuff. Okay. See you later.